Hey Shalom. Before I start, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Akakudash, and double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and mercy to the elect of the four corners of the earth, pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. Alright, man, so so what I got pulled up on the screen is, basically, it's a little, program, or it's called a coastline paradox. That's what the website thing is, I guess. But it's basically like a simulation, man. All right, and it's my work. They had us do this climate change training course thing, and so this link was on there, and so I thought it was heavily spiritual, man, because we're gonna go through the different years, and it's going to give a description over here as to what it's gonna be like in those years if things continue to go how they're going today. All right. So I have the set at the year 2000. Go to the U.S., but actually it wasn't out first. 2000. We jump to 2010. It says the global average sea level has risen 0.1 meters since 2000. Let's go to 2020. It says the rising temperature is affecting weather patterns and vulnerable ecosystems. Yep, we're seeing ecosystems being taken away, and you can see that in documentaries on Netflix. Got like those planet series that go through the different types of ecosystems, and then like the last 15 to 20 minutes of it, it's talking about how it's dying, and how the animals are struggling, and this is due to human activity. Well, not really human, but Esau and heathen activity, man. All right, because they're the ones who are in power of the earth, because it says in Job 9:24 that the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So they have been the ones who allow these things to happen, with the greenhouse gases, the burning of fossil fuels, these cars that emit, harmful fucking harmful chemicals into the air. You got millions of people smoking cigarettes all the time. You have pollution from electricity. That's not it's called non-renewable and non-sustainable energy. And so they have to, and so they use these Slacky, man. I'm really man, I'm struggling with the words right now, man. But these are the things that they use to get their materials out there. All right, to get their electronics out to the people to make money. They have to burn certain fuels to get certain things to a certain temperature to create it. It's plastic, gas, cement, gravel, sand, whatever the case is, man. Anyways, we're gonna jump to 2030, which is 8 years from now. It says the rising temperature causes even more extreme weather phenomena and harms agriculture. And I just brought out an article the other day, talking about that the scientists say that by 2050, it's gonna be even more and more storms, due to climate change, aka Esau Edom the wicked, man, because they're fucking evil and they only do evil continually. Let's jump to it changes at 2042. It says summer temperatures can reach lethal levels. Famines are likely. Look, man, 20 years. 20 years from now, man. You know, and this is just based off of what of Esau's little program. But the Most High can have it to where this all happens in 5 years. All right. But according to Esau, man, the people that 2/3 of our people trust in, and the Goyim trust in, you know, you got 20 years, man. All right. So if you're like between 20 and 25, hey, man, you ain't making it to your 50s. It says summer temperatures can reach lethal levels. Famines are likely. Jump to 2066. It says disastrous consequences for billions globally from temperature rise. Risk of feedbacks causing further warming. Man. But you people want to go on this forever, man. You want to live in, you know, comfortability, you know, comfort, and, you know, oh, everything's always going to be okay. You know, this is hard times, but then time will keep going. Time will keep going. Hey, look what happens if things continue to go the way they are. You know, especially the American people, man, completely oblivious to reality. You know, this is why the scriptures say that that the storehouses shall suddenly be found empty, because people don't have sight for the future, man. They are not the prudent. All right, people are you know, all the people are reactive and not proactive. Just keep going here. In 2086, it says temperature rise has devastated most ecosystems worldwide. Even more warming from feedbacks. We'll kind of go through this quick now. By the year 2109, it says temperatures are incompatible with human civilization. The planet is largely rendered uninhabitable. This is what happens when, you know, when the wicked rule, man. The people mourn. You know, people. Hey, man. So the ways of the wicked, you know, are gonna bring this to pass, man. You know, these devils cannot rule, man. They don't do anything of balance. They don't keep the land Sabbath. Overly fish. Too much deforestation. You got oil spilling into the you know, into the oceans, killing off coral reefs, coral life, and those coral reefs, man, that marine life, those clean more carbon dioxide out of the air than forests do. You know, and it's all being killed off. You know, basically, let's go, wait, what was that change? Okay, so there's no reliable estimates beyond 2300, but it says collapsing ice sheets raise sea levels 8.3 meters. You know, so these devils ain't, even if the Lord, you know, if he wasn't gonna, you know, come back to set things straight, you people would destroy yourselves. Completely destroy yourselves. Look, this is all the you know, all the risen sea level and the white. Anyways, man. Basically, man, I just wanted to get this because it proves everything that we always talk about, man. You know, and you people trust in these little paradox, little simulation things that Esau puts out. This is Matthew 24:6. It says, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, pestilences, and earthquakes in diverse places. Look at that, man. Famines, earthquakes, in diverse places, man. Part of climate change. You know, these devils cannot rule a planet, man. They are not made to sustain life. They are made to destroy life, man. You know, that's what they were made to do, is to deceive, to lie, steal, kill, rob, and murder. Everything they put out causes some sort of sickness, cancer, some sort of stomach, digestive disease. You know, it makes your bones weak. You know, it rots away your teeth. These screens are terrible for your eyes because of the harsh blue light, which is why people have a problem falling asleep. And due to a lack of sleep, man, people get sick all the time. You know, you always feel weak and you always feel tired. Look, man, that's all off the top of the dome. Just real quick, man. That's not me sitting here thinking about a whole bunch of things and putting it down on a piece of paper, man. Alright, because I didn't sit here for an hour and be like, okay, you know, this is what I'm going to say. I'm going to say this, and that. It's just off the top of the dome, man. That's just something real quick. But how much more, man? How much more these devils do that causes sorrow, death, and suffering? You know? But our people still want to trust in this system, man. You know? Hey, man, you trust in Esau, right? Esau put this out, man. Esau put this out. This little paradox thingy, man. Look at that. Famines are likely in 20 years, man. And best believe, man, hey, we pray that the Lord makes it happen way sooner than that. Because we're already seeing heavy effects just over the course of the last 2-3 years. You know, pre freaking C109, you know, man. Shelves were fine and everything, you know, shit was cool. You know, it was like small talks of famine in certain countries, man, but there wasn't as much of a scarcity as there is now. And it's only been 2 years, man. Picture 2 more years, and then another 2 years after that. You know, shit can happen at a speedily rate, man. You know, and it talks about that in Ezekiel, the 12th chapter, to where the Lord will begin to make things happen speedily. He will execute things speedily. You know, and the scriptures say too to pray for fewer days unto you, man. You know, best believe that the elect are praying, praying for the Lord to return, man. And you know, He hears the cries of the righteous. This is 2 Ezra 12 and 13. It says, "Go and ye shall receive. Pray for a few days unto you, that they may be shortened. The kingdom is already prepared for you. Watch." Yep. That the days may be shortened. You know. Let's get that. It's in the same chapter, Matthew 24 and I'll start at verse 20. It says, "But pray ye that your flight be not in the winter, and neither on the Sabbath day, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake those days should be shortened." Look, see, and look, hey man, that's a beautiful point right there. It says, "And except those days should be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved." So if these days weren't shortened, you know, and things began to go on, this place would become uninhabitable and people would die anyways. You know, it says, "But for the elect's sake those days shall be shortened," because the elect are going to be saved, man. Alright. That's when I get to, since it's lucky. You know, since Esau, basically leads all things on the planet Earth today. He's at the forefront of it. He's ahead of it. This is from the book of Revelations 11 and 18. It says, "And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them, which destroy the earth." So look, man. So the whole reason that I brought out that whole site, which I'll put it in the description box below, so you brothers can check it out. And I'm pretty sure you can go on it on your phone as well. Just the screen's a little cluttered, but it still works, man. And you can type in a specific city, and then just drag the bar up top with your finger. But look, man. But those who destroy the earth are gonna be destroyed, man. And so who's the one that's got this place on track like this, man? And it's crazy too, because there was another little graph that they had of like basically the state of the earth and the climate, and it was all green. It was all green as in good until 1950, and that shit fucking spiked, man. When Esau began to put up satellites and radio waves, which I believe all that started in like the 1920s, but I could be wrong. But yeah, but he began to put out things that emit radiation, satellite waves, radio waves, different signal frequencies, different vibration of sounds, cars being growing at an exceptional rate. All right, so look, man, this is what happens when the wicked rule. So the end of this place must come, man. So with that being said, man, I hope that this was edifying, and until the next one, I want to say shalom.